What's up guys, welcome back to Unbox Junkie. My name is Matt and today we are looking at the Roborock E20. Now we unboxed the Xiaomi robot vacuum cleaner in July of 2017 and I'm still using it to this day. I've never once replaced any of the parts on it. I haven't had to actually vacuum a single day since July of 2017. So I'm a big fan of these. Now this one has an added feature of being able to mop, so that's gonna be really interesting. Also, at any point in the video, if you like what you see and you wanna see more, hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you get notified when I upload a new video. Now it's good for dust and pet hair and just about anything you'd want to vacuum. It's good on all types of floors, carpet, hardwood, tile. I'm not sure what that is, some sort of panel. Troubleshooting, instruction manual. Okay, so this is the water reservoir and you just attach it to the bottom of it. You fill it up right here. These come off so you can actually wash them. So it's a little tiny water release valve. I'm guessing they wear out over time. So they give you 4 replacements. Nice, okay. Oh man, look at that. That looks great. Yeah, that looks very, very much like the Xiaomi. And we've got the charging dock. The cool thing about the charging dock is because it has a sensor here, it looks for it, it finds it, and then it goes right to it. It backs itself up on it or drives up on it, and it charges itself. So this little tool is actually really handy. It's a little hook tool with a blade on it. Be careful because it is a razor blade, but you use this to get the strings out from underneath it when it gets spun up. And then it's got a little brush here. We have an air filter. All right, and then we have the charge cable for the dock, and you just plug it in right on the side. There we go. Now it's got power. You got a little light right there. There we go. Okay. Man, that definitely looks very, very similar to the Xiaomi one. So here's the original. This is the Xiaomi one. And yes, I put that on there because somebody has to cry. This one has a laser sensor. The motion tracking sensor right here is probably what's going to help map out everything, I believe. So this whole front end right here is a big bumper. So while it's moving along, if it bumps into anything, it knows and it starts to turn and then it goes in the other direction to work around it. And then on the bottom, these ones right here are the drop avoidance sensors. So if it's going off stairs or something like that, it'll stop, it'll turn around, it just won't go off. On the top, you've got these 3 buttons. You've got spot cleaning, you've got clean on and off, and then you have your recharge button. So if you want it to go back to the dock, you hit that and it goes right back to the dock. You open it up right here and inside. So you pull this out, and that is your dust bin. This pops out so you can change the filter. So you got the intake, everything goes in here. You open it up like so, and you just empty it out into a trash can, close it back up, pop it in, close it, and it's good to go. On the bottom, you've got your main brush. You've got your swiping bristles. It basically gets everything in corners and it brings it inward. You've got these big, huge rubber tires. And then right here you have your directional wheel, and this is how it turns. But there we go. I wonder if it has any juice. No juice. Oh. Cool. Well, let's get it paired up to the Mi Home app. Okay, well, I need to do an update for this to work. So to do that, I need to charge it. Charging. Just like that. So cool. So I'm gonna let it charge up for a little while before we can actually do an update. So real quick, movie magic. Okay, while it was charging up, I was able to do the update really quickly. It only took a few minutes, but I was sitting here looking and I realized what this thing is for. It's for the docking station. Now you don't have to use it, but it's kind of a cool little added feature. So you take it, you slide it on there like that, and now it's got a little plate for it. I'm not gonna go over the whole app, but there's a lot of features within the app, but you can see under my devices, I've got my Mi Robot, and now I've got the Xiaomi. It's real simple. You've got cleaning area, so it gives you the square meters, it gives you the battery level and the cleaning time. It'll tell you after each run how long it took, how many square meters it actually covered. Down here you've got the recharge button, you've got the cleaning button, and you've got the standard. Now right now it's set on standard. If I switch it, you can actually select silent, standard, strong, and max. Then you go to the options and you have a bunch of other things here like robot setup. You can set your time zone, the volume settings. You can set it on carpet boost mode. If it detects the carpet, it'll automatically go into that boost mode to boost up the pressure on the vacuum, which is really cool. Then you got general settings, so you can name it, you can share the device. If somebody in your home also has the Mi Home app, you can share it with them so then they can control it as well. So we're gonna do a little test here. I'm gonna sprinkle some cereal on the table. Bam. I'm gonna start it off on silent and then hit clean.
Starting the cleanup.
It's very quiet. Yeah, the loudest part is the wheels. Ah! Oh my God! Wow. Okay. Wow, it's sucked up a lot really fast. Okay. Man, it's really going at it. Dang. I'm gonna put it on max. Here we go. Oh, I can smell the tricks coming out of the exhaust, the air coming out. It smells like cereal now. That's lovely. So even at max, it's still not that loud. That's pretty good. Why are you stopping? Go that way. Xiaomi, over here. Yo, at any time, if you don't know where your robot's at, you can hit the button and it'll tell you where it's at. I've used that feature so many times. I just got a notification on my phone that it's finished cleaning, and of course it said it was finished, but I will say this, it never went past the little mat. So this remote control feature comes in really handy. So you got two different versions of it. You got the rocker, which allows you to do this.
Remote control.
Or you can use this, which is basically button pressing, and you can control it. Go forward. No, go forward. Yeah, it does not like the pad. I'm gonna move the dock out of the way and see if it does the same thing. I'm pretty sure that's what's happening though. And it can't be the table. I wouldn't see why. That's what it was. But there we go, that's the reason why. So it works really well. It just doesn't want to clean around the docking station for some reason. That's a little weird. Let's check out all this cereal, which by the way is still edible. It's a brand new vacuum, but there you go. You can see all the little crumbs built up, but okay, cool. Okay, so now the mopping feature. Now this is something that you don't want to leave on it. You can't leave it on there. You actually need to only put it on when you want it to mop. You set it this way and it locks in place. And there we go. Now this is actually the back end. So what it's gonna do is it's still going to be vacuuming as it's mopping, which is pretty cool. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna go fill this up with some cleaning solution. I'll go set up a spot and we're gonna test out the mopping portion of this. So let's go.
Okay, so we picked out a nice little spot. I found a little dry substance on the floor from either the cat or the dog. All right, so I'm just gonna tell it to spot clean. You know what, also while it's cleaning up, just to show you how quiet this is, my cat Shadow is laying right there, fast asleep. So after one spot cleanup, let's do a remote here. Wow, that actually worked. The spot's gone. Whatever that crusty dry stuff was, I'm gonna say Shadow's the one at fault for it. He usually is. But there we go. All right, so for the sake of testing, I've blocked off this area in my living room, but I'm gonna let it run for a full cycle so it can create a map. Okay, so toward the end there, I put the docking station up so that way it can dock itself, but you can see it took about 8 minutes to do 3 meters square. Oddly, when I go to maps, it only shows a portion of it, so I'm not really sure what's going on there. Comparing to my Mi robot, the map that it created, you can see it's a lot of straight lines. A lot of times it does a barrier in a small area and then it zigzags throughout the whole thing and then it moves on to another section. It definitely cleaned everything here, so it did a pretty good job. So I'm not really complaining about that. Now this is after 2 days of not running my other vacuum. I wanted to make sure that there was something for this thing to pick up and that we can test out. So it did pick up some dog hair and some little random particles, but it did a pretty decent job.
All right, so overall, I think it's a pretty good vacuum cleaner. Again, I've been using this for a long time and it's very similar with the addition of the mop feature. The map didn't function properly, but overall, I think it's great. I think the build quality is pretty good. It's a slick looking robot. It's definitely nice. There are replacement kits for the Xiaomi, including the blade, which I haven't gotten yet, and this right here. And I believe there are replacements for these as well. So I'll definitely leave those down and below. If you want to see the unboxing of this and the link where you can find this one, I'll leave that below with this as well. So definitely go check that out. I leave it in your hands, but as for now, get out of here.